So now we're in St. Mark's Square, where we've got St. Mark's Basilica in the distance over there. We're going to have a look at that in a moment. And Doge's Palace, which is right here. So what did we just find out? That Doge's Palace is
built in, I think, 1340.
Yeah. Just gonna Google it quickly.
Just gonna Google it.
Basically, go on.
It was built in Venetian Gothic style and one of the main landmarks in the city. Built in 1340, and it was the former Doge of Venice.
So it's a pretty old building, and I think somebody important used to live there. That's what that sounds like to me. And then St. Mark's Basilica, which we're gonna walk over to now, is basically, I swear, it's a beautiful building. And I'm not sure if it's all of these buildings surrounding it as well, or if it's just that one in the distance.
Those there with all the Gothic architecture.
Okay, so it's the one next to it.
Yeah.
So we'll go and have a look at that. But yeah, it's got a lot of gold inside apparently, and we're gonna go and have a look later on. But we thought we'd just come to the square early in the morning because, as you can see, there's pretty much nobody around, which is unusual. We came here yesterday and this whole entire square was full of people, but we came in the afternoon to evening times, and that's when a lot of the day trippers come around, so it kind of makes sense why it's so busy then. But it's around 8:30 a.m. at the moment, so yeah, it's drizzling a little bit, but which might be another reason why people aren't here. But we wanted to come when it was a bit more empty to actually take it in properly. But yeah, as I said, we're going inside both of these buildings later on. So this one over here, there's a bit of construction in front of it, so you might not be able to see it properly, but this one as well. So we're going to have a tour of both of those, but at the moment we're just taking in the ambiance. Oh, perfect timing. I'm not sure why the bell's ringing at 8:30. I thought it was on the hour usually, but maybe that's how they do it here in Italy. So now we're a bit closer to St. Mark's Basilica, and you can just see the detail in all of these archways and a lot of the gold that's on the paneling as well. So yeah, as I was saying, it's a very pretty building. The bells are still going behind me. But this is what we couldn't see earlier on. This is the connecting building to St. Mark's Basilica. And I think this is what we'll be in later on when we have a look around. But unless you're here, it's kind of hard to show you the scale of the scale of the square, basically. Yeah. Okay, so we're back at St. Mark's Square. We made it. We've got our skip the line tickets. I thought I booked a guided tour, but I didn't, so we're gonna guide ourselves.
But skip the line.
So yeah, we just have to find the line now. There's two lines. One of them's super long, the lady said, which is just a regular admission, and then the other one is us. So we're gonna have a look inside, see what we can find. Also, something to know, because it is raining today, if you ever come on a rainy day, look out for these drains, because I don't know if you can see it properly, but these puddles are very, very, very deep. And we didn't come prepared, basically, so we didn't bring any umbrellas or anything like that, or any wet shoes. So your feet could get wet, ours have. So yeah, let's go and have a look inside and see what we can find. So we're at the entrance now, handing over the tickets.
We are doing on the website?
No, it's sold out.
Good to go? Thank you. Oh, so we've got to scan it as well, do we? Okay. So where do we go?
Like the 85,000 square feet of gold and mosaics.
Oh, that's what you were saying earlier.
Look, they are literally tiny little squares of tiles of gold mosaics.
Oh, wow. Wonder how much this must have costed back in the day as well. Crazy. So tell me about the gold leaves. What were you just saying?
So I was saying, a little mosaic, they are a piece of gold leaf sandwiched between two pieces of thin glass, and that's covering the entire ceiling. Because apparently, because of the fragile weather here, you need to have light building materials.
Right, okay.
As we see all these columns.
And what else is there? Is there
There's apparently over 500 columns just here. But when you look at it, you can actually see that there are some.
oh, so some of them are smaller as well. They're not, because when you said columns, I thought you meant, well, these are medium sized, but I thought you were talking about the bigger ones that we see over here. But it could be any size columns, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And there's a body here as well, is there?
I think so. St. Mark's himself, but I don't know exactly where.
Don't know where it is. We're gonna have to try and find him, or the body, which sounds a bit crazy.
Is it up here, maybe?
Maybe it is.
Looks like a tomb.
We'll go around the other side and have a look. So we're at the top of the St. Mark's Basilica now. So you can see all over here the gold tiling on the roof. There's also like a little museum to the left, and there was one, all to the right that is. And there's one to the left as well, which you've had a look at. And then there's a rooftop terrace which we'll go outside and have a look at now.
Right, Mari, we're going back this way. Mari, this way. This. Yeah, but there's nothing there.
Oh, so these are the horses that were outside, inside. Are these the horses that were inside?
Yeah, these are replicas outside.
Okay.
Because they're bronze, they were going to
So we got down there.
oxidize.
And that's where we were earlier, down there. We should walk down, maybe down there? Let's go down there.
And if you look up here, there's even all the detail, like
Let's go.
And the horse is over here.
This, for some reason, doesn't feel the safest. But we're gonna go down anyway. Plus, it's a bit slippery as well.
they're actually,
So that's where the dinging is coming from.
yes.
Up there. That's what we heard earlier on. And that is the famous St. Mark's Square. Still not as many people as I expected there to be though. But that must just be because of the weather.
Yes.
So we've completed St. Mark's Basilica. We need to basically go across the road now to Doge's Palace, which is, let me show you actually. That building on the right there, that tall one. The only problem is, it's chucking it down with rain. So, we're either gonna wait here for a bit, we're gonna try and run and find something to eat. Maybe some cicchetti,
Yeah.
like Italian tapas, and then maybe a coffee because obviously we're in Venice, so why not? So, and I'm actually kind of hungry. You hungry?
I'm hungry, yeah.
I'm actually kind of hungry as well, so maybe that's probably a better thing to do. But we don't really know where to go, so we're either gonna, well, maybe we should check it out first on Google, or we should wait for the rain to die down a little bit and then have a look. But it looks like a lot of these people in front of us have come prepared with umbrellas. But we didn't, so that's something that we will remember for next time. We'll try and check the weather properly. To be fair, I knew it was going to rain, but I didn't think it would rain this much. I thought it would just be a little light rain and then it would pass, which I think it still will, but not in the next hour or two. But yeah, it's a good job we've got indoor excursions to do otherwise.
Yeah, that took a while.
Yeah. So I'm hoping by the time we finish Doge's Palace, the rain stops. But yeah, it is actually looking quite light in terms of clouds. So hopefully we'll be good. And I think that's it for now. We'll reconvene when we get back into, or when we get into Doge's Palace. So it turns out that Doge's Palace isn't this building here. That's called something else. There's actually this one in front of us. So we went into the wrong building, which is fine. You live and you learn. So now we're going to go into the real Doge's Palace. We just have to find the correct queue. We bought a skip the line ticket. As you can see, there's hundreds of people here. Hopefully these are normal admission people, or they're just trying to avoid the rain. And then we'll just step in quickly and smoothly. So we'll find out now. I think we'll just go into this queue because there's not a lot of people, and hope for the best. So we're now inside the palace. There's a nice little courtyard in the middle, which I'm not going to walk out in because of the rain. Some people are brave enough to do that, but not me. Brave or silly, I don't know which one. Now we're going to try and find our audio guides. I just got to locate my actual tour guide. There she is. And then we'll find the guide. You know where it is?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Audio guide. So let's go and get some knowledge. So now we are on the second tier of Doge's Palace, having a look out on the balcony now. So we were just down there. I imagine this was some kind of courtyard, well, it is a courtyard, but back in the day this must have been when events were, or where events would probably be hosted. And over there on the right is St. Basilica, which is where we were earlier on. But I can imagine the sun's coming out now, but on a really nice day this will be packed down here. Looks like a bit of a sun trap as well. Let's have a little walk on the balcony. There's a massive balcony, to be fair. And apparently this building, or this palace, it was burnt down and then they rebuilt it, and it affected part of St. Mark's Basilica, that one there. But I don't think they rebuilt the St. Mark's Basilica, I think they just rebuilt this one. To be fair, it doesn't look that new, so I don't know when they rebuilt it. But it is quite a sight. Oh look, there's someone up there. Well, there was someone in one of those windows up there. What, are you just admiring the view?
Just admiring,
Yeah. It is quite something. And then is that an exhibition?
yeah, so I think that's the museum.
I think we might have tickets to go in there, to be fair.
Should we try?
Yeah, I'll get the ticket and then we'll have a look. So it turns out that we did have tickets to the exhibition/museum, and some of the shots that you're seeing now are us inside the museum. Another part of the tour of Doge's Palace, which we did do as well, was to visit the prisons, which were connected to Doge's Palace. They were connected by a small bridge, which was still inside, but it looked over one of the narrow canals within Venice. Now, we didn't take much footage of this part of the tour because it was quite dark inside, as it was a few feet below ground. So if you do go to Venice and you do the Doge's Palace tour, I would still highly recommend this, even though I can't show you footage of it. It's an interesting tour to do, and it shows a lot of the history that's within Venice as well. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.